Number two, I've already entered the functions in Desmos. So let's jump in. I'm not going to read all through this, but we have the graphs of f and g. Their intersection points are highlighted, except the second one is at a comma b. Also, you have region R there. And then in figure 2, you have the line y equals 3.5, as well as the same function for g, but rewritten in terms of y as h of y. We could jump right into the questions. Part A, let R be the region bound by the graph of G, the x-axis, the y-axis, and the vertical line x equals 1, as shown in figure 1. Find the area of region R. So if we're looking at region R right here, it's going to be this region. So R is just equal to the integral from 0 to 1 of the function that bounds it above, which is g of x. Now, this is sufficient for showing your work because g is already defined in the problem right here. So you can use function notation, no problem. I've already entered g in Desmos, so I can compute it very quickly. And I get 1.513. For your work, all you have to do is write down the integral. You can use function notation and then the answer. And make sure your answer is accurate to at least 3 decimal places. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this video, and if it's helping you, please consider giving us a like. It helps the channel out, and I really appreciate it. Part B, region R, described in Part A, is the base of a solid. For this solid, each cross-section perpendicular to the x-axis is a rectangle whose height is 1/3 times the length of its base in R. Write, but do not evaluate, an integral expression that gives the volume of the solid. For this one, don't waste your time evaluating it. So we know that we are going to have rectangles that are perpendicularly sliced from the x-axis. So a representative slice is going to be right here. And then if we look at a slice, here is the base of the rectangle, here is the height, but I also know that the height is 1/3 the base. So the area formula for that rectangle is 1/3 base times base, because it's base times height, and height is equal to 1/3 base, so 1/3 base squared. Once I know the area formula for a slice, I simply integrate that to get the volume. So volume is equal to 1/3 the integral from 0 to 1, and the function we were squaring that makes the base is the g function, so it's just the quantity g of x squared dx. And that's all you have to do. No calculations necessary. Hey, it's me again. Hope you're enjoying the video. If it's helping you out, helping some things click, would you consider subscribing to the channel? It really helps us out, and I'd appreciate it a lot. Part C, the shaded region in figure 1 is bounded by the graphs of f and g on the interval x equals 0 to a. Find the area of the shaded region. Show the setup for your calculations. Notice the region's boundaries, what's on top and bottom, change. At first, it's f that's on top, and then g's on bottom, and then it switches. We don't even have to really worry about that if we integrate the absolute value of the difference of the functions. But what we do have to make sure we account for is the intersection point. We can easily get that by setting the functions equal to one another and then writing down the answers. We're actually going to do that on Desmos, but in your work, you have to write f of x equals g of x, and then x equals, we know that the first intersection point is 1, because that was given in the setup of the problem here, and we're in terms of x. The other intersection point, we can use Desmos to figure that out. So we're dealing with the graphs of f and g. I'm going to turn h off just to simplify things. And if I zoom in just a little bit, I can highlight it and then export it to my table, and then my intersection point is 3.25582. Now notice I'm going out more than 3 decimal places because this is not a final answer. So I want to use more decimal places than 3 because I want my final answer to be accurate to at least 3 decimal places. So I can write the area is equal to the integral from 0 to a, since I defined what a is, so I can reference it in my work. I'm going to do absolute value of f of x minus g of x dx. This way I only have to do one integral. I could do the integral from 0 to 1 plus the integral from 1 to a, and then flip-flop which one's on top and bottom. So in Desmos, I'm going to go integral from 0 to a, but I'm just going to type the number in. And then absolute value symbols, f of x minus g of x dx, and I get 0.63178. So to 3 decimal places, you could write 0.631 or 0.632. They will accept both answers accurate to 3 decimal places, whether you round it or just chop it off. And then part D, let T be the region bounded by the graph of x equals h of y, the y-axis, and the horizontal line y equals 3.5, as shown in figure 2. Right, but do not evaluate an integral expression that gives the volume of the solid generated when T is revolved about the y-axis. So here's the region T. I'm going to revolve it around the y-axis. So I'm going to put my handle on the y-axis and indicate that I'm rotating it around. This just helps me visualize things. I know I'm going to make my slices perpendicular to the axis of rotation. If I spin that around, that's going to give me a disk. This is the disk method. So the area of a representative slice is pi r squared, because it's a disk. And the function that makes the radius is the h of y function. So it's going to be h of y squared. Now, the volume formula is just the area formula integrated over the interval. So it's pi times the integral of h of y squared dy. Now we have to do the limits also, and just be careful here. Because we're integrating with respect to y, we need the limits in terms of y. So the limits would be from 1 to 3.5. We know this line is at 3.5. So we put the limits on there, and that's it. We're done. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope that was helpful to you. Drop me a comment below. How did you do? What was easy? What was hard? How'd you feel about everything? All right, take care.